Tweet, dang it. Tweet. Okay, and we are back with Against the Impossible Storm, where I, the Dread Canary, play against the storm on Impossible, which is not the highest difficulty setting in the game. There is what's called Prestige, but it is fairly up there. Now, the thing with Prestige is that it takes longer. So, moving on, we are about to do our 15th city. And at this point, I'm going to do something that I don't think we've done yet on Against the Impossible Storm. We are going to do the Daily Expedition. So, the Daily Expedition is a special expedition with some additional rules. So, this impossible daily expedition is going to happen in the marshlands. We're going to start off with harpies and beavers, and we're going to have these embarkation bonuses to start. Now remember, I don't get to pick. As you can see, instead of having my usual 1, 2, 3 down the side, this is picked for me. And so let's see what we're going to deal with. So first off, it's going to be devastating because I'm on impossible. If I went down to normal, we'd have the normal bonuses. If I went up to very hard or hard, but we are instead going to impossible, which gives us these rewards and has 1 positive and 4 negatives, just like we're used to seeing. Now on this section, opening glades does not increase hostility. That means there's no reason for me to not open small glades. I can just grab the resources. Now this is going to be a bit tricky. I cannot use the pause function. Now personally, I like what this does to the game. It does make it feel a bit more stressed, a bit more time constrained. There are some detractors who have said that this is not good for people with disabilities, people who may not be able to react very quickly, and so it does gate lock some of the content in a way that they're not going to be able to take advantage of. And then, okay, destroying a building does not give me resources back. That's pretty big. There's a lot of times where I will build buildings simply knowing that I'm going to destroy them later and get the resources back for free. We're not getting those resources back, so we'll have to be a little bit more careful with our spending. That's okay though, should be able to deal with this. Plus, of course, since this is in the marshlands, we have the usual modifiers of increased gathering speed for every 2 workers assigned to gathering camps, and forbidden glades having giant life forms. So let's see what we're dealing with. We have sun festivities. We need complex food, and if we have complex food, all of our workers get plus 20% chance to double the yield of production. That's pretty good. We've got our usual debuff. If we don't have housing, then they'll move slower during the storm. Wood cutting is going to be slower during the storm, but we get meat. Okay, we need housing, or they'll get an escalating resolve bonus. So between this and this, we're going to need a lot of housing. And then piercing winds. Fuel efficiency is 200% lower. So we're going to use a lot more fuel during storm than normal. That's actually not too bad. There's not any huge negatives here. The downside being that hostility 3 means we are going to be getting these negatives pretty quickly. You'll also notice that the game hasn't started yet. And since nobody is moving, I can take this calm opportunity to go through and put in my nice squares. I'm not going to be able to do this with any of the other glades, because once we get going, I'm not going to be able to stop. But for now, at least, I can set myself up for a nice, pretty start, and then watch it all get destroyed once we move on. You know what? Let's pre-commit to opening up this glade early. And there we go. And on this side, we've got a nice line. A little bit more. I think I overshot the mark a little bit, so we'll just neaten that up. Try this again. There we go. We are going to, of course, put our woodcutters camp here and here. And we have our 2 worst races for hearthwork. Remember, Harpies increase global carrying capacity a little bit, and beavers use less fuel. But beavers are very good at cutting trees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it as the harpy, and let's go. Of course, we do want to turn off coal in case we need to use that to solve a dangerous glade event. And we brought some tools with us. That'll be nice. We're going to wait on building anything else until we got some wood coming in. Beaver, 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 beaver. Now we already can see we have eggs, and we have a leech brood mother here, plus of course roots. So roots means we need a stone cutting camp. Now eggs would normally mean a scavenger camp, but what I want to do is I want to see if the trapper camp comes up, because if the trapper camp comes up, I can build the trapper's camp, which can harvest both eggs and leech brood mothers, and thus save the 3 parts, because again, I cannot get resources back from destroying buildings. 2 amber when we make packs of trade goods requires us to make trade goods. 3 mushrooms when we produce grain gives us more mushrooms, but mushrooms grow on trees here. The trees are mushrooms, so I'm going to go with 5 roots per minute. Let's go ahead and go with opening up 4 glades. Ooh, 2 dangerous glades so we can get that tool shop. And a stonecutter's camp and 2 bricks is very easy to do, so we'll go ahead and take that. Now notice the game kept playing while I did that, so we are now here. It's one of the few times that I will actually go to the slowest playing speed. Okay, the grove letting me get resin and crystallized dew is pretty good, but the kiln lets me make coal and bricks. We're going to go ahead and go with the kiln. Now, since I already have an option for bricks, the brickyard is not as good. The lumberyard is solid, as is the weaver. And I'm going to go with the weaver. For our final option, we already have an option on jerky, so this will give us wine and pickled goods, which beavers like. Cosmetic, incense, and biscuits, though. I'm going to go with the apothecary. Let's go ahead and make our stonecutter's camp. Right, I was not allowed to choose my option, so I did not bring any stone with me. So we'll make a road. Toss down our crude workstation. And of course, we do want housing. Got a decent amount. Now the thing is, because I cannot destroy buildings and get resources back, I don't want to do my usual thing of just making shelters anywhere. I want to be a bit more careful about how we do this. Looks like we missed a tree. Go ahead and put our weavers here, and our kiln here. I'm planning on expanding this direction. Well, actually, see, we got dangerous glades all up here, along the side, and here and here. So I'm going to try to open up all of these dangerous glades. Though again, since smaller glades do not increase hostility, it might make sense for me to go ahead and open up these smaller glades too. But there's no reason not to. So I'm actually going to move this guy over to this side, so that we don't open this dangerous glade too early. We can just get in here, and that'll give us more space to work with. Okay, now that just needs planks. This just needs bricks. Let's go ahead and make the scavenger's camp while we're at it. It might not be the most efficient possible, but it's better this than waiting on a trapper's camp. Right, so if I take you and you, that'll keep my people happy. It will slow down our logging a little bit. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and take beavers. Let's go ahead and put beavers back in here real quick before I forget. Because again, I can't pause. There we go. Every 2 solve dangerous events lowers hostility by 50. Or bonus production. I'm going to go with the bonus production yields. Aid for the beaver clan. Pretty straightforward. Human influx. Okay, well now we know what our third species is. Orange's beaver population gives us a lumber mill. That's great. That is the third type of building. We need 12 beavers, but that gives us our third building materials building, because we've already got the weaver and the kiln, you know, assuming we can find something to turn into bricks. Trader has arrived. Oh wow, okay. So we're going to sell this, and we're going to sell, I think, 60 of these, because this is all good. We are going to try to get 14. Don't love that. Okay. There's nothing you can collect, so let's go ahead and move this up here. Now we don't have what we would need for a lizard house. I mean, honestly, the only thing we're producing right now is planks. Go. We do have the right stuff for a harpy house. And we are on the homecoming patch, which means people return to their homes in order to fulfill their needs. Cool, cool. See, this is another argument for trapper's camp. Those are insects. More eggs is nice. We'll at least be able to eat eggs, though I worry we're going to only have eggs and mushrooms. I mean, eggs and mushrooms is at least 2 types of food, right? So it's not the worst possible. Fortunately, scurvy and other diet-related diseases are not an issue in the world of the storm. And it occurs to me that I did not place this optimally. That's okay, we'll figure it out. We can go ahead and what's the size? Oh, that's a 3x3. Well, then I guess we're putting it here. There's our second glade. More reason for a trapper's camp, but that has roots. Which we can go collect. And we're going to swap this out for a human so that we can get a slower impatience growth. Ah, that's just the color of those leaves. I thought for a second I saw grass for a farm, but I did not see grass for a farm. I just saw some leaves. At this point, it may be worthwhile for me to make some basic shelters, even knowing I'm just going to lose the buildings later. I mean, you can move buildings. Yeah. So let's go ahead and build one shelter to follow this wood camp around, and one shelter to follow this wood camp around. What that should do is it should get most of our people housed, so we're not really experiencing this. And this will be less of an issue when we get to it. Moving these does cost 5 wood. Building them costs 10 wood, so it might even be worth it to just build new ones. Okay. Let's go ahead and take that. Trade routes. I don't like cannibalism. And this is nice if I'd taken the herb garden, but I didn't. Let's go ahead and take it anyway. 3 dangerous glades. Well, I mean, we'll get most of the way there anyway, doing another one of our missions. Open up 3 glades and get 2 ancient tablets, or fulfill religion 100 times. We don't have lizards, so it'd just be humans, but it does give a +3 global resolve and gives bonus grain. We're going to go ahead and take religion. We are kind of getting trapped behind our lack of bricks, which is annoying. Trapper's Camp. Okay, now we definitely need this. So let's grab 18. And I think if I sell you 84 roots, seems reasonable. And looks good. Looks good. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and make a Trapper's Camp. Meanwhile, we've opened up that, and that gives us something we can use for stone. It also lets us get some more people. So let's go ahead and get people. Where did I put? Stonecutter's Camp is down here. I'm going to go ahead and move it up here. And we're going to tell this, hey, let's make stone out into bricks. And see right here, this takes 6 stone to make 2 bricks. This is a little bit more efficient at 4 stone to make 2 bricks. So we're going to have it do that. Plus meat, plus coal. Coal is, of course, more efficient because instead of spending 16 seconds for one, we are going to do 105. And so one of these is worth 4 times the amount of time there, but it only takes 2 to make one. Yes, chat, thank you. Yes, this definitely does have, well, it did have a Trapper's Camp, and we do have a lot of resources already that we can use for trapping. I haven't paid attention to realize that the biome itself is good for trapping, and that's just me not paying attention. But yes, I'm quite pleased. And now we have more people, so we should go ahead and get them trapping. It's weird how little a thing is not being able to pause has much bigger effects than I would expect, just because there's a lot to keep track of. Okay, let's shift this up here. Start getting them eggs. Okay, so we have enough fuel that I could do a happy burn to deal with this, but I feel like it'll be more efficient if I just take these guys out. And we'll move this over. You know what? We're going to go this way now. And it's still not quite enough, so we'll go ahead and do that. And we need another harpy house, which we'll go ahead and put here. So, just a reminder, this is the daily expedition, and for today's daily expedition, we're getting blades, do not increase hostility, we're getting unable to use the pause function, and destroying a building does not give us any resources back. Okay, let's go down to play, because it's the closest thing I have to pause. That's good, okay. We needed, I believe, 12 beavers for a quest. We'll go ahead and do that, along with 3 humans, because they're easier to keep happy. I like reinforced axes. I really like reinforced axes here. Harpy resolve or make a smokehouse and a temple. So this is relying on me getting 2 separate things in the roulette or from buying it from traders, but this makes me have to make harpies happy, and my reward is more harpies. And harpies, as I've said before, are moody little creatures. But we'll try it. We should probably get going on getting some quests turned in for the queen, yeah? Well, there's one. Slow production of food, more parts. With the lack of refunds, parts might be even more valuable than normal. So we're going to go ahead and take that. we've got 12 tools lying around already. Go ahead and claim this. Hey, that lets us claim this. Very nice. So first off, what did I get for rewards? I got building materials, building materials, building materials. Fantastic. So no buildings, and we're not getting the lumber mill because we're going to get that for free. We'll take that herb garden because we previously got a bonus that's going to benefit us there. And I think I already have something that gives us cosmetics. Yes, okay. So this would just be flour and luxury goods. Or sorry, no, this would be crystallized dew and wine. Wine's useful for beavers. Crystallized dew is useful for tools. We don't have any way of getting it currently. I like the cookhouse. I like the ability to get flour. Coats, pigments, and barrels are nice. I'm going to go with the alchemist hut. And that might have been dumb. But I did it, so it's locked in now. It's the kind of mistakes you make when you cannot pause to think. Okay. So this is being worked on, that's being worked on. I've got a bunch of idle workers. I have some spare tools. Or not tools, I have some spare parts. All of our camps are up. Oh, but it doesn't matter. We've got to go work on this. So there is a, I guess you could call it an exploit, where you can just farm blight rot cysts, let them tick down and spawn more, and then just keep getting resources off them. But I'm not going to do that. I've already got enough things to juggle that we're not going to bother. And I think I've got enough. Ooh, 2 more beavers. We all know how much I love beavers. Yeah. So we're getting more beavers. You're fully staffed. You're fully staffed. You're fully staffed. Scavenge. Yep. Yep. Okay. You don't have anything to chop down, so we should move you over here. And clear this out. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and put... Oh, no, I don't have spare harpies for that. You no longer make bricks. You only make planks. Woodcutter's camp has no deposits nearby. Well, we can fix that, can't we? There you go. There we go. And then we've got a nice place to mine copper. That's really useful in the event that I get something to let me smelt it. We have the ability to make bricks, so we should make some. We have meat. Yes, so that's all good. I want to get people working in here. How are we coming with recruiting more people? Pretty solid. I don't have any lizards, so there's no one I particularly need to stick in the kiln. Apothecary is best staffed by harpies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this for a human. We're going to put 3 beavers in here. Okay, we've got an alchemist hut. Which I'm going to throw around the back on this side. Okay. Everything else here is made except for the rain collector. I should probably be getting more housing. We're still looking for some farm fields. Any farm fields at all would be really nice. Chat's telling me a story about how one time they tried to farm blight rot cysts, but they did it around a rain punk foundry, which spawns blight rot cysts, but then it explodes, and they forgot about the explosion, so they didn't get the opportunity to farm their cysts and maintain them. There's actually an achievement for having 4 of them active on the map. I'm getting a tool shop from a quest, right? Yes. So I don't really need access to tools, which makes the smithy less valuable than usual. Building faster is nice, but not necessary. I don't really want either of those. I love stone for stone roads. I've got some stone that I haven't used. I should probably use that. I don't think this guy's got anything else I really need right now. I mean, maybe planks. Yeah, it doesn't have anything I really need right now. But that's a good reminder that I have stone, so let's get my downtown stone area back up. There we go. Okay, I've got loose harpies. We can't consume any of that right now. We don't have a way of making flour. Can't really consume any of that right now either. And I do want to actually clear out a little bit more around this copper. We're going to fish, see if there's any under these mushrooms. I don't think there is, but if there is, then it becomes even better for mining. I think the highest I've ever managed was to get a coal mine up to 9 per mine. It was ridiculous, because at that point, between that and another cornerstone I got that lowered how much you needed to sacrifice at the hearth, I was earning it faster than I could triple burn coal. Yes. Let's grab that tool shop. You know, I should be working on that quest to turn in building materials. Trapper's Camp has nothing nearby. Well, there's tons of stuff for it to do, so let's move it over here. Stonecutter's Camp. We know just what to do with you. We'll slide you down here. Let's move this up this way. Scavenger's Camp is now out of work. Where is my Scavenger's Camp? Ah, it's over here. Scavenger's Camp is basically just eggs. Okay. I don't see anything on the map, so let's dump you out. Move like so. I have enough parts I can probably justify another woodcutters. Yeah, so Chad's saying that 4 ore for a mine is crazy. I've gotten 5, but then you can get bonuses that give you like +2 coal production or +1 coal production or 30% increase in the mine. And when those start stacking, it gets ridiculous. Right, we need to deal with our unhappiness. So, we've got a decent amount of coal. Let's burn some coal. Let's burn a lot of wood. We don't have a lot of... Where is my wood going? Okay, let's make you mildly happier for a moment while I sort out what's going on with my wood. We're turning it into coal. That's it. We're turning it into coal. Okay, that the world makes sense again. Okay, that's fine. We are going to go ahead and favor beavers here. If you guys could please just tick up a little bit. Right. Okay. Yep. This was mishandled. We're gonna take full ownership for the mishandling of management here, and get things back to where they should be pretty quickly. Guys, hello. I'm burning coal like crazy. Can you be a little bit happier, please? I mean, ideally, I should have built more housing. Which, I mean, that's really on me. I think we're just going to have to deal with the fact that I'm going to lose a beaver. Everything else is going to be fine. And I'm just not going to get that bonus on my score for not losing anyone. And we lost my kiln worker? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, that's not what I wanted to click on. We want this. We are going to take that. Yes, insects every time we cut down a tree is beautiful. Love it. We want to do building materials with cloth. We need 12. just 12? Not the right thing. 12. Okay, there we go. Yes, don't make anything else. We're low on fuel. Well, maybe we should stop happy burning. And we definitely want another woodcutter's camp. And we want another house. We are going to go ahead and put 2 houses right here. Okay, we need beavers and beaver resolve. So how do I get beaver resolve? Well, for one thing, I can favor them. That gets us to 10. Ooh, okay. How much stone did I have? 27. Geez. Okay, let's go ahead and make this stone road. There we go. So chat's asking, how do you like the newish trade system? Did first big dive into it last mission, stretched the level out until I got like 500 currency. That's commitment to the bit. I don't love it because I don't really like sending resources away from camp. So as a result, I don't use it a lot. But I mean, there's lots of things you don't use. I've never, as I told my chat on Friday, I've never attacked the trader. So I don't really know how that works either, just because I like being benevolent. And you know what, since this doesn't have to be beavers, let's make it humans instead. So that we can make this... Oh, no, that's already beavers. That's already beavers. And that's already beavers. So I didn't need to do what I just did at all. That's okay. Very shortly, we are going to be making a mine. Let's go ahead and deal with this. Do I want the resources? I think I actually want the money. Which, of course, instantly makes everyone very unhappy. Yeah. Not great. Trapper's camp has no deposits nearby. Gonna move this up here. Okay. How to make people happier. Well, first off, let's do that. Get some houses down. Get some houses down. We're going to put a second human in here. Yeah, I'm playing on Impossible, hence the name, and it's minus 10 global resolve. So, chat's asking, and it's a bit of a mess. We've got our 12 building materials. We can turn that in. Gives us plus 3 beaver resolve right there. That's really nice. And we're losing harpies, people. Okay. Undo that. That should save humans. I'm just gonna not worry about the harpies, and we'll figure out something to do with them later. Scavenger's camp, right, didn't have anything that it could do. Up here, we can be making a small farm. So it probably should be. Okay, fitting you is going to be rough. Oh, you guys stopped. No. Make jerky with coal. And in fact, we're going to limit jerky to, we have 23, we have 32 people. We're going to limit jerky to 40 instances of jerky total. If you could happy burn, please. Please. Don't leave. Don't leave. Okay, we lost a harpy. Oh, no, we lost a harpy scout. That's bad. Because that means it's going to take longer. So chat's asking me what the human on the hearth does. So human bonuses is that the queen's impatience grows slower, Lizards is that it increases global resolve by 1. Beavers use less fuel, and harpies increase global carrying capacity, so everyone can carry more stuff. I use humans almost exclusively because I like having the extra time. Okay. Oh, I love the forum. I love the forum so much. I mean, not that I can do anything with it yet, because I don't have the logs. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Well, no, it does. I just didn't allow it to cut them. Let's go ahead and move this over here. Right, could you please finish this? This negative 10 is killing me. Thank you. Okay, there we go. So that is going to get that going. That's 3 dangerous glades. That's another objective we can turn in for more parts and more villagers and an artisan, which will let us make coats. Fantastic. We don't need you guys in here at all anymore. Let's go ahead and move this over here to the pile of things we're not using. The artisan, I think, will fit neatly in my city block there. Wonderful. We're going to turn this over this way. I would love to find a coal seam. That would make my life so much easier. Now for bricks, we stopped making bricks. We have a ton of stone. How many bricks do I have? I have enough bricks for everything. Let's go ahead and just convert all of our roads to stone. The holdup is planks, right? The holdup is always planks. Woodcutter's camp has nothing nearby to cut. Well, we can fix that. Just you go up here and start cutting that area. Okay, we have a trader. We have a trader, and it's storm time. So first off, let's talk to the trader before he goes. Tinctuary, pigment, wine, and ale. Yes, 100% that. Bonus resolve when under the effect of leisure. I like it. Let's do it. Okay. And you don't have anything you can burn. That's annoying. I have a ton of building materials because I forgot that I was making them. We have a lot of copper ore, which we can go ahead and sell. We've got the ability to make a... Yes. Okay. Okay, and can I... Nope. Oh, you do have ale. Okay. So if you have ale, it doesn't matter. I can't really afford it. Okay, so we can get some. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and make a forum to start using some of the services that we can now provide. And we should make a mine. And of course, when you make a mine, just to make it maximally efficient... What way did I face that mine? I need to face this mine this way, so that we can put a storage thing here. Chat's telling me that they took a cornerstone that gives them 2 more trade routes at the expense of faster impatience growth. And like if you're good with the trade system, I can see why that would make sense. But like I said, I always rather have time, so I will not do it. Like I just won't take that perk ever. Everyone is super unhappy, and there's not a lot I can do about it. But this should help, because this will start providing services. And I always, always, always put in one of each race when doing that. Okay, we lost a harpy trapper. Lost a beaver woodcutter. No, 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 no. Now, the reason I love the forum is this 15% chance for bonus yields. That's just going to help a ton. We're about to lose a human. Why didn't I lose a human? There we go. Rebellious Spirit. Oh, here's the one that chat was talking about. Or global production is faster, but trading is unavailable. I'm going to do that. And let's go ahead and replenish this a bit. We can now put a human in there. We have so much food. We have so much food. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to favor beavers. We need to get their resolve up to 28. Right, this is now worthless. Let's go ahead and sell it. Well, I guess selling it doesn't do anything, but I can free up space near my main hub, and that is always useful. We can make a tinctuary somewhere. You know, there's going to be a storage thing here, so let's go ahead and make this right here. Let's go ahead and put a human house in there. I cannot wait until the main game catches up with the experimental server. Yes, RIP trading indeed. I told you, I don't love the trading system. Whenever possible, I want to be self-sufficient. Okay. You can make coats, and I've got a ton of fabrics. Let's go ahead and make coats. And let's limit pigment to both beavers and harpies like it. That's 23. Let's go ahead and limit it to 50 pigment. Yeah. Yeah, you can make barrels. Barrels are fine. I love it. Okay. Well, you're making coats. Now over here we could make crystallized dew, we can make cosmetics, we can make wine. We now have a thing that lets us drink wine. And we are... Yes, so let's toss a human in there. Are there any other humans I can take off of what they're doing? You just became a beaver. Okay, the apothecary. Cosmetics, incense, which I can't use, and biscuits. We love biscuits, but we do need the ability to make flour. Do I have the ability to make flour? No. Is this dumb? Nope, I don't think this is dumb at all. We're getting it. Okay. You know, we are going to go ahead and just authorize the cutting of all of this wood. Okay, so chat's asking me, do you like the housing changes so far? Kind of off-putting because it's potentially unfinished. And it's, in another patch, they think about taking... in another patch, I think they were talking about giving an incentive to build housing near fires. Yes, that's what I was talking about with the experimental server. On the experimental server, they have completely overhauled housing. So what you get is you get a radius of about 10 fields from each hearth. Makeshift hearths now take 4x4 squares instead of 3x4. With each hub like that, you need to upgrade the hub by having a certain number of people live there and providing decorative items in the radius. And what it does is it gives a series of escalating bonuses all the way up to tier 3, and at tier 3 it gives you +2 global resolve, 10% production speed, and a 10% chance for bonus yield, and you can get that per hub that you fully develop. I really like it. It gives a reason to build decorations, and it makes hearths meaningful, whereas in this patch, the homecoming patch, where everyone goes back to their houses, as you can see, I'm getting a lot of negatives from people who work at camps. They work jobs too far away from their homes, and so they're unhappy about it, which I don't love, because then you're incentivized to either move housing with your camps, or just live with the fact that people are unhappy, and neither of those really feel great to me. Where is you? You're coming down here. You're gonna open up this glade for me. Meanwhile, we should be making bricks out of stone. Okay. I would love to be able to make tools. I don't have any... Oh. I do have something that makes tools. The tool shop. Why don't I have a tool shop? Why don't I have a tool shop? Chat, I don't know from that emoji whether you are for or against using decorative items. I can't tell. Okay, I mean, we are stuck because we don't have... Well, I guess we now have fuel. Feel hard stuck as far as the beaver's resolve goes. And that's going to open up our lumber mill, which will solve our plank issue. The problem is I need planks to get there, and I disabled trading because I wanted faster production. Ah, well. Everything is trade-offs, right? Okay. You know, if I'm ever going to go for a Forbidden Glade, I should probably work on getting some Spark 2 up. Where are the Forbidden Glades? There's one in the corner there. There's one in the corner there. Aren't there usually 3? Ah, there it is. Okay. Definitely within range. I can get them if I need to. Are there any humans that I can pull off of what they're doing? Not really. Okay. That's one way of dealing with unhappiness. Oh look, traders are going to come more often. And every time I sell 60 goods worth of... See, this is the kind of lack of thought that I get when I can't pause to think. Because this guild house now only serves as a way of serving ale, or not ale, wine, to beavers. I don't get either of the other bonuses. Because, oh hey, no, this is retroactive. So hey, we get +1 resolve. Woo! But otherwise, it's not giving me any real benefits. That said... The forum continues to be amazing. You know, if I favor the harpies... I can get away with putting... good news is fuel is no longer a problem. We now have an influx of copper ore. Come on. Plus 10% chance for double yields on people who drink ale, which is 2 of my 3 species. Stonecutters Camp. Stonecutters Camp. I think I've got more stone over here. I sure do. Okay, favoring them gets them to 23. Oh, favoring gets them to 28. Hey, that's the goal. Let's go ahead and just for safety's sake, we're gonna pop the burning of coal up a bit. I'll tell you to stop making planks. Got our first point of, first point from resolve. Opened up another glade, and look, dead harpies. Okay, so first off, we're going to unfavor the beavers. We're going to favor the harpies. We're going to turn off the happy burn. We're going to send 2 harpies to go deal with their fallen brethren. We do not need ancient tablets. Let's go ahead and take this anyway, though, because I like the parts. We are going to turn this in. We are going to get rid of this and this, kick you out, and delete that building entirely so we can build a lumber mill. You know, since now, I mean, this +1, I think three beavers for +1 resolve is actually worthwhile trade at this point. We have so much food that I can go in here and collect even more beavers. I might as well get a stamping mill, I think. No, we need the planks. Wait. Ha 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 ha. I can use tools. Go ahead and rebuild that. Religion. Okay, brewery's nice, but I've got a tinctury already, which I swear I'm mispronouncing that. Cookhouse, I think gives biscuits, but I think I already have access to biscuits if I go to my food. Biscuits, yes. I don't have access to pie. So the brick oven looks nice. Brick oven it is. Let's go ahead and burn a little bit of coal. I have so many buildings that are just not staffed. You know, I think I'm going to go ahead and forego my +1 resolve for a minute. We have so much food. This is crazy. Okay, why aren't you making anything? Okay. Where can I get a spare harpy? I'm going to take a harpy off of the weaver and pop him over into the artisan. Okay, we have 32 pigment, that's fine. We've got coats. We want to limit coats to, I think 60 coats should be enough. And we want to make barrels. Barrels are fine, cool. You're making scrolls. And, oh geez, I forgot to turn off trade goods. So we've got trade goods, which we can't do anything with. No, that's fine. You know what? That is okay. It's alright. We just, you know, we've got some trade goods that we didn't mean, but we didn't make too many of them. Okay, we have enough copper to last us a long time, so I'm going to go ahead and take these guys out. I'm going to put these guys back in. This just needs planks. We do want to build a human house up here. And you know, we want to clear out this because there may be more farmland behind it. I am still burning coal, thank you. Thank you so much. We were burning it to keep the harpies happy during here, but now we don't need to. Now you can make pigment, wine, and ale. As opposed to you just making wine. At 2 stars. Yeah. You can make pigment at 2 stars. Let's turn off pigment here. Because I can put 2 humans in here. Limit this to 50. Limit this to 50. And limit this to, I think, 70. Yeah, I'm hoping to get these guys making barrels instead of what they are making currently. We can get a couple of guys in here, and you're just making tools. That's all you make. And you make them out of planks. Okay, I'm gonna really need you guys to cool it on the scrolls. I know you prefer making scrolls, but actually, you're gonna cool it on the scrolls completely. We really need planks. Goes there. That's nearly done. There wasn't anything for scavenging down here. No, there's not. Okay. I'm going to put 2 beavers collecting spark dew. And the idea here is that dangerous glades will often, forbidden glades, will often need spark dew in order to deal with them. So this will let me get that. You can be making, oh, you are making jerky. Okay, that's totally fine. Right. Okay. I think that'll keep most of them happy, and then I can just play Resolve Ping Pong with the lighter treatment to keep the humans and harpies from leaving. Biggest issue right now is I don't have any way of fulfilling religion. And getting harpies resolve up shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Send this up here. And that's right, wood cutting is slow during storm anyway, which explains why I'm not getting wood. That's it, 90% slower. And that's why we have so much meat. We have so much meat. Tons of trade goods. Okay. Or, yeah, tons of building materials, tons of fabric. This is solid. Just a little bit more. And we're out. Stack of wealth effect when I open 2 caches, and we are now producing tools. Steel pickaxes is nice for the additional stone, but now that I'm making tools finally, I'm going to go with prosperous archaeology. Okay, we don't have enough harpies to get harpy resolve up to 26, so that doesn't really matter. We got another point. Monastery can do religion and leisure, so I think we probably should. Leisure? Leisure? I don't know. Let's lower the hostility of the forest a little bit. Which woodcutting camp? This woodcutting camp? Yeah, that makes sense. And I think we want to... We want to go this way. This can make pottery, flour, which would be useful, and copper bars, which, again, also useful, because I've got a lot of copper. What else do I have that makes copper bars? I could have sworn I have a second thing. Nope, just that? Okay. Well, that also lowers the hostility of the forest. Also gives us leisure. And do I have a way of making incense? I do. Where? The apothecary and the brick oven, but the apothecary is the important one. Where did I put my apothecary? Okay. And I think I can use insects? Yes. Is there a harpy I can take off of doing whatever it's doing somewhere? Yes. Don't make biscuits. You don't have anything with which to make biscuits. We're going to send a beaver down here just to make flour and just to make... Wait, where else can I make flour? Okay, yeah. Yeah. You'll make flour and you can make copper bars too. That's fine. And you know, now that I have 3 of these buildings, I'm going to make this one. Yes, like that. Let's go ahead and separate them out. Human houses have the door on the right. Yes, okay. might as well make the houses a little prettier. You know, I don't have anyone staffing this hearth. I should probably fix that. Yeah, see, now we have plenty of planks. Now our problem's actually bricks. We have 44 tools. Wow, I was not paying attention to that. Plus 2 ale production, and then 30 ale. That gives us the ability to make leisure, and we did take that thing where leisure gives us a chance for double yields. We did say bricks are a problem, but you know what? We've been going for over an hour. Let's go ahead and work on getting off this map, because I think we've stabilized to the point where it's just a question of managing things going forward. I mean, with how happy the humans are, we're getting quite a bit of resolve. Isn't there a way to see? I could have sworn there was a way to see how happy they needed to be to give you resolve. There it is. Reputation threshold is 30. If I turn that off, I can get them to 28. Your reputation resolve is 30, and you're at 41. If I do that, we can get both of those. Hey, okay, yep, we got some idle workers. Let's fix that. We're gonna move this down here to pick up these roots, and we're gonna go to the trapper's camp, which is located over here. We'll move it up here to pick up these brood mothers. We're currently getting a point per minute, roughly. Wow, okay. Undo that. Do that. That'll help, and then I think if we do this, meanwhile, rain mill? Rain mill. Fire's going out. How is the fire going out? Right, we're using, it's the piercing winds. The fire just has a chance of going out now. Should probably, not that we're reaching all that. Pigment when we produce copper bars, ancient tablets, or free harpies. Let's do free harpies. Let's go ahead and take 3 harpies, because we have a quest that involves getting the harpies happy. Let's go ahead and make some harpy houses. Everyone's super happy. Like, I'd really love to be able to turn these in, but my people are... Oh, no, we don't need to be running this much coal. I mean, I could try to favor the harpies to get them up to 26, but at this point... I feel like I don't even need to, because we are going to win almost instantly. Let's go ahead and go grab this. Okay, yes. Nice. I love that, because I really like turning in orders where possible. Just because I like it. Gives me a sense of completion. We have tons of incense, but only 15 humans to spend it on, which is why religion is ticking up slowly. We still have a large number of copper bars, or not bars, copper ore. Okay, now there's something I didn't make. There we go. Why don't let me destroy this building? Does this building exists? It has 3 people living in it. Okay. I don't know what just happened. Looks like it was some kind of glitch. Okay, now I can't click on anything. I can click on that. I never picked up my last order? Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a problem. I can't click on anything. So we're experiencing a little bit of a glitch. But you know what? I'm not terribly worried about it. Humans are happy. We're just going to go ahead and let this one run out. Humans aren't that happy. But they're getting religion, so I think I can let this continue to go. And I think I eventually win anyway. That's a sign of a well-built city when you can completely lose access to the ability to play and have it still win. So I'm not too mad about it. What did we find? Well, we found a giant mushroom and a building that will eventually explode. There we go. Alright, we didn't complete any deeds. Got a score I'm not too happy with. It's not a lot of points, but we did win. We got our full 12 reputation. We got 7 impatience left. We got 7 orders. Lots of regular events, a couple of dangerous events. Nobody died. I wish I could have said that nobody left, but nobody died. And we ended with at least 40 villagers. Let's go back to our world map. And as we can see, we are now very much losing to the Brass Order and the Vanguard of the Stolen Keys. Now, where did it put? They used to have the daily expedition take place on the world map, but it doesn't look like it did that. Yeah. And that kind of makes it a little... Oh, that's fun. And that makes it a little less... Oh, no, it just counted over here. Alright. And it looks like we have just enough time to fit in another town before the end of the cycle. But first, let's go here and spend our rewards. Okay, resource notes gives more charges, 10% construction speed, another chance for bonus yield, and fertile soil being more common. I love that. And that takes us out of food. So that is going to be it for the 15th town of Against the Impossible Storm. Just a reminder, I stream these, if you're watching this on YouTube, I stream these live Friday nights at 9:30 Eastern until I finish 2 cities, and Sunday afternoons from 4 Eastern again until I finished 2 cities. Thank you for watching this city in Against the Impossible Storm. Again, I've been the Dread Canary. I'm wishing you a great day and hope to see you again soon.